Hello guys, I wanted to talk about the idea of upcoming videos. They will be about me playing from scratch and level 1 on the hardcore Torment 6, and that should be interesting. I picked Diablo 3 for this because basically you can do that maybe in any other game that I know. So like in Passive Exile, you can make your life harder, but not on some global scale. I was playing a bit, creating new character in the seasonal hardcore. The season will end in a week, but I'm mostly feeling okay. Game is very hard at first when you don't have any items, and it gets progressively harder because you get more monsters around, more abilities those monsters get, and those abilities are more and more devastating. Like, we actually can choose where we pick a fight or not. From level 30, I think all characters get some passive abilities that saves you from one shot. In the upcoming videos, I plan to make a series that is separated by some leveling bounds, like from 1 to 10, from 10 to 15, and so on, until it will be reasonable. I'm now at level 48, and at this point, to basically progress with a chance of picking up a fight with monsters, I need to kind of keep my gear up, and kind of, if I have a level 27 gear on my character level 48, I risk to die. Actually, I thought my boots are much higher level than 26. But most of my stuff now should be around level 40. Well, something like that. Most stuff you are getting from the shop. So you are basically trying to farm gold and then buy stuff from the shop. Stuff in shop generated randomly, so you can kind of, once you will get some gold on which you are sure that you can buy any good items. It is different from level to level, so you can kind of check. You can check the 4 cities, because acts like 3 and 4 have like the same vendors, as I understood. And just if you don't find what you need, you can reroll vendors by leaving game and entering game again. And while you are not confident to fight with monsters, you can just focus on farming gold and getting items from the shops. And that will kind of make the most of your game, until you will be confident that you can pick a fight and get something out of it. What is different from, and depends on level, is the loot. So at first, the idea of playing at level 1 or about on hardcore, Torment 6 may seem not very good, because you don't get kind of drops from white mobs. But as level progress, you get more drop. And you can get from just white mobs the yellow items and more gold. Those pile of random things, like you see the rock pile, can provide more and better loot the higher level you are. So kind of even at low levels, while you won't be getting much of those places, like those rotten logs and something, when levels will pass, the loot that is available from those places will be better. So kind of that's not a reason to despair. While you are not getting anything good, things will go better, and the experience and levels you are getting at some constant pace. You basically, while you are able to hit and kill like the most common zombie, you are fine. You will get the XP eventually, and you will get the loot. I think I tried to play the Torment from level 1 maybe a half year ago or so, but I feel that then the Torment 6 wasn't available from the start. And that's actually a big difference, I think, because I'm feeling kind of reworks. From what I remember, I would get at some point into the situation where I can kill a mob for like one yellow mob for like 10 minutes or so, and was glad about it. And now, since even the number of the difficulty is higher, I feel like more responsive and adjusted situations coming up as I level. So I really don't, even not a single time, didn't have a situation where I was desperate. I don't know, now I can kill the mob. It has like 3 million HP and I hit him for 12. It's not. So I'm getting items from the shops mostly, and the higher I get with my level, the better items are dropping around, like from the logs or from the white mobs or something. When you get the good items, you can even go for the elite mobs or the blue mobs, and even you can go for the bounties. I'm not sure that all bounties are doable. I'm pretty confident in the opposite, actually. So you should pick up your bounties very carefully. But if you kind of will get some good items on certain level, it shows the most simple case on level 1. Like if you have all items for level 1, like a weapon with a damage of 9 or 9 plus, and items with vitality and HP regen, and you have kind of your effectless items except for rings and amulets, it will allow you to pretty confident clear one bounty. Why one? Because most mobs on the location should be bound to the level that you've started that location. There are some cases where it doesn't work. It usually is bad when we have some transition in between areas, and in those cases you can kind of get the mobs with upper level. So what will going on? What will be going on? It's like you will be getting experience very fast, and after like several minutes you will be around level 10 once if you're geared up, and after that mobs around you will be still around level 1. You will be getting exp still, I think around till level 13 or so, maybe then just mobs will kind of, you will be out of mobs on the level. But it will be sufficient for you to just switch gear and finish the bounty by being even in a better gear than you've started. Because you are started with the level 1 and gear on the level 1, and just like at when you will be getting higher levels like 5th or 8th, you can swap your gear, you can swap your weapon for the better one with the higher damage, and you will be clearing the location faster. What will happen then? It will go like until you will be out of mobs on the location. Yes, I think so. You should be aware of some mobs that are spawned, not those that are spawned from other mobs like the Wretched Mothers or something, because I think, as I've checked, level of those generated mobs by other mobs are bound to the one that generates them. But if you kind of will break a barrel, and it will spawn a skeleton, that skeleton will be bound to your current level. So kind of be aware and be cautious with barrels and some things that spawn new mobs that are not bound to other mobs. That may be may give you a one-shot surprise, and you will need to make another character. One of my deaths actually was by getting to some areas where I was able to kill simple white mobs in Act 1, but eventually I found a spawner like the violet skeleton mage that spawns skeletons, and it spawned a skeleton right on me, and that skeleton one-shotted me. And I was like around level 13 or 15 or something, so you should be careful. Because actually I was in the gear of level 1 I think. I had a good weapon, but rest of my gear was trash, so it didn't help. Well, most of the dangers in the Act 1 are manageable, are pretty slow, though things became faster like with every level. They are still pretty slow. So you can foresee and forecast what will be happening with you based on what you see. Witch Doctor, as you see, is very good for this game style, this game rules, because you have almost immortal minions. And one passive that you are getting later allows you to get some small knife wielding guys on a percentage from hit monsters with your spells. So it's like here. And I use a Spirit Barrage with Well of Souls rune and Rush of Essence, which saves my mana. Okay, I think that's it for now. Thank you.
I am returning to town.